I'm here with Steve Nicholson, Chief Football Writer of the Derby Telegraph, after the Rams' 2-1 win at Huddersfield. Steve, your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, a terrific win, first of all. 7 points from the last 9. This result makes the draw at Blackburn in midweek, when they didn't play particularly well, a very good point indeed. They knew they had the work cut out here. It's a tough place to come. They went ahead. Lovely finish from Chris Martin. They needed an early goal, I felt, to open the game up, to prevent Huddersfield stifling them if that was possible. And it was a great finish from Chris Martin. Instant touch, 6-yard box, clever finish outside of his right foot. 8 goals for the season. At that stage, I thought they'd push on and kind of take the game away from Huddersfield, but they didn't do that, and they conceded not a great goal shortly before half-time. It was actually the 3rd consecutive cross that came into the box, and they never dealt with those crosses very well, and Richard Keogh kind of got it caught underneath him, and it dropped to Ishmael Miller. His effort hit the bar, dropped down, and Harry Bunn knocked it in from close range. So going in 1-1 was a disappointment for them. I've just spoken to Paul Clement, and he said that he kind of challenged them in there at half-time, saying, come on, we can be better than this, we can go out and we can win this game, go and win the game. And second half was about 3 minutes old, and George Thorne scored an absolute screamer. They worked a short corner, Jacob Butterfield's cross was headed clear, and at this end down here, George Thorne, chest control, 25 yards out, half volley, absolute screamer. If the keeper saw it, he didn't see it as it flashed past him, and it was right at the end where the 4,000 Derby fans were. They must have had a great view of it, and I'd say a goal good enough to win any game, a certain candidate for goal of the season for Derby. So 2-1, there was other chances second half. I thought the keeper played particularly well. He made 3 fine saves to prevent Derby from a greater winning margin. But as I say, that's now, I think, 8 games since the 1 defeat against Leeds in the league. They've won 6 and drawn 2, and that's a magnificent response.
Whose performances stood out for you today?
Well, it's strange. In the win, first of all, a word for the 2 centre-halves. I thought they were particularly strong. George Thorne, if you let him get on the ball, which is something Blackburn didn't really allow him to do in midweek, but let him get on the ball, he'll dictate matters. I was impressed with his performance. Of course, it was capped by a great goal. But I think a word for Jacob Butterfield, because since he's arrived from Huddersfield in a $4 million deal, it's not been that easy for him. He's been in and out of the side. He'll be desperate to make a good impression. I thought, first of all, the fans here gave him a nice welcome back, which was good, because he was a good player for Huddersfield. I thought he was decent first half without really affecting too much, but I thought he grew into the game second half. He started to use the ball very well. He can clearly pass the ball. He's a very clever footballer, and this performance was doing the world of good.
Tom Ince came off injured in the first half. Any news on that?
Yeah, he's hurt his ankle. He took a knock on the ankle, and Paul Clement says he's kind of come off. He's wearing a protective boot at the moment, just as a precaution. They'll let it settle down the ankle, but he'll have a scan, I think, on Monday to see what the damage is. So they're hoping that will be okay, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. And Johnny Russell came off late in the game. He'd been battered and bruised a bit, Johnny. He's all action all the time, and he does take some knocks. But he played 90, I think, against Wolves, and 90 again the other night. So he's really put a shift in the last 8 days. But I think he's okay. Andreas Weimann came on for Tom Ince. We've not seen a lot of Andreas since he arrived from Villa. He's been in and out the side, in and off the bench. But I thought his performance was lively as well. He stretched Huddersfield on the left. So again, that will do in the world